6 steps to a secure financial future. If you're like many people, you're definitely unsure of where your money goes. After paying basic bills such as rent, food and utilities, most of the remaining amount just disappears. Setting aside money for the future seems like a cruel joke.
Saving money, duh.
You convince yourself that you have plenty of time to get your financial life in order. However, what you might forget is that, unlike a fine bottle of wine, financial management skills don't necessarily improve with age. Although your paycheck will likely increase as you get older, your financial obligations will grow correspondingly. The great news is that if you start paying attention to your finances today, you can develop habits that will benefit you for the rest of your life. This video will help you get organized. First, put a price tag on your goals. Like many of us, you likely have 1 or 2 specific financial dreams you'd love to achieve in the next few years. Perhaps you want to buy a car by the time you're 28. Maybe you hope to own a house by age 32. You might dream of the day when you're finally free from credit card debt, or when you've paid off all your student loans. Or you might simply aspire to move out of your parents' house as soon as possible. The first step towards turning your financial desires into achievable goals is determining the dollar value of your dreams. It might seem unromantic, but even dreams come with a price tag. Second, understand how to achieve your goals. Alright, you've defined your goals. Now it's time to create a roadmap to reach them. Begin by determining how much you'll need to save each month to accumulate a specific dollar amount in a predetermined number of years. For instance, if you want to save $1,000 over 3 years, you'd need to set aside roughly $28 a month. If you're naturally good at saving, the monthly amount might not faze you. However, if you're like most people, you might find you have to save more than you initially thought you could afford. Don't be disheartened. Third, ask yourself this question: where does my money go? Saving money can be like running a marathon for most people. It's not easy, especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck. But the fact is, you probably can save, even if you think you're barely making ends meet now. The first step is to figure out where your money is going. I know, it sounds like a pain in the ass, but it's worth it. Once you see where your money is going, you can start to make some changes. I recommend keeping a spending diary for a month. Track every single expense, no matter how small. This will force you to pay attention to your spending and see where you can cut back. You can use an app to track your spending, or you can just keep a notebook or use the notes function on your phone. Whatever works for you. Once you've tracked your spending for a month, you'll have a pretty good idea of where your money is going. And then you can start to make some changes. Can you cut back on eating out? Or maybe you can cancel that unused gym membership. Once you start paying attention to your spending, you'll be surprised at how much money you can save. I know it's not easy, but it's so worth it. Saving money gives you peace of mind and gives you more options in life. So what are you waiting for? Start tracking your spending today. Fourth, master the 3 financial rules of thumb. Number 1, the debt rule. Your debt payments, excluding your mortgage, should be less than 20% of your monthly take-home pay. That means if you make $3,000 a month, your total debt payments should be no more than $600. But here's the thing, this rule is a bit tricky. If you're only making the minimum payments on your debt, you could be technically meeting this rule, but you're still in a lot of debt. For example, if you owe $20,000 on credit cards and your minimum monthly payment is $450, you're technically meeting the 20% rule. But it's going to take you over 30 years to pay off that debt, and you'll end up paying a lot more in interest. So, a better rule of thumb is to make sure that your unpaid debt balance, that is the amount you owe after you make your monthly payments, is no more than 20% of your annual take-home pay. Number 2, the housing rule. You should spend no more than 30% of your monthly take-home pay on rent or mortgage payments. If you live in a major city, this might be impossible to do unless you have roommates. But if you live in a smaller town or a more affordable city, it is a good goal to aim for. Number 3, the savings rule. You should save at least 15% of your take-home pay each month. This is money that you set aside for your future, whether it's for a down payment on a house, retirement, or something else. It is important to think of your savings as a fixed monthly expense, just like your rent and your car payments. Number 5, get your financial life in order. It is easier to gain control of your finances if you are organized. But if you are like most people, when it comes to your financial files, you are shocked by what to keep and what to toss. Some people solve the problem by holding on to absolutely everything, from to-do lists scribbled in 2006 to crumpled receipts from late-night cab rides, and that is still okay. A few more things you can do is get organized. This might seem like a no-brainer, but it's important to have a system for storing your financial records. This will make it easier to find what you need when you need it. Decide what to keep and what to toss. You don't need to keep every single financial document you've ever received, but you do need to keep some things, like tax returns and investment statements. So take some time to go through your files and decide what's important. Store your records in a safe place. Whether you keep hard copies or electronic copies, make sure your financial records are stored in a safe place where they won't be lost or damaged. Back up your electronic records. If you store your financial records electronically, make sure you back them up regularly. This will protect you in case your computer crashes or your hard drive fails. So make sure you back them up securely on Dropbox or Google Drive. Lastly, keep track of money coming in and going out. You can do this by 1. Automate all of your bill payments. This is a great way to make sure your bills are always paid on time, and it can also help you save money on late fees. Most banks offer a free way to pay your bills electronically, and you can usually choose between manual and automatic payments. Manual payments are a good choice for bills that vary from month to month, like credit card bills. This way, you can make sure all the charges are accurate before you authorize the bank to make the payment. Automatic payments are a good choice for bills that are the same each month, like your rent or your car payments. This way, you don't have to worry about remembering to pay them, and you can be sure they'll be paid on time. Number 2, have savings automatically deducted from your paycheck or bank account. This is a great way to save money without even thinking about it. You can usually set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your saving account on a monthly or bi-weekly basis. This way, you'll never even see the money and you'll be more likely to stick to your saving goals. Here's an example. If you have $50 automatically deducted from your paycheck every 2 weeks, at the end of the year, you would have $1,300 plus interest. Studies show that once people establish an automatic savings plan, they are more likely to stick with it. Bonus tip: label your savings accounts with a goal like new car or down payment. This can help you stay motivated and on track with your savings goals. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're visiting us for the first time. Until next time, have a great day.